Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're continuing our exploration of IPSec fundamentals. In the previous videos, we learned how IPSec peers establish an IKE tunnel and exchange information securely. But before IPSec can fully establish the VPN, there is an important question both peers need to answer. Is there a NAT device between us? To answer this question, IKE uses a mechanism called NAT Detection, NAT-D. Before understanding NAT detection, let's quickly understand the problem we're trying to solve. Suppose Site A wants to establish an IPSec VPN with Site B. If there is no NAT device in the path, the source and destination IP addresses remain unchanged as packets travel between the two peers. For example, let's look at peer A. Its public IP address is configured as 10.1.1.1. Similarly, peer B has a public IP address of 20.1.1.1. When peer A sends a packet, peer B receives it from 10.1.1.1. Everything matches and there is no issue. Now let's consider another technical scenario where a NAT device is actively present in the network path. Peer A believes its address is 192.168.1.1 because that is the address configured on its interface. However, before the packet reaches the internet, the NAT device changes the source address from 192.168.1.1 to 100.1.1.1. Now, peer B receives the packet from 100.1.1.1 instead of the original 192.168.1.1. As you can see, the source address has changed during transit. This is exactly what NAT detection is designed to identify. NAT detection does not solve any problem. It simply helps both peers determine whether some NAT device has modified the packet addresses. To perform this detection, both peers exchange special payloads called NAT-D payloads during IKE negotiation. These payloads contain hash values that are generated using information such as IP address, UDP port, and session-specific values. Conceptually, you can think of it as hash equals hash of the IP address plus the UDP port. The actual calculation is more complex, but this simplified formula is enough to understand the concept. Let's see what happens when no NAT device exists in the communication path. Peer A calculates a hash using its address and port, hash 10.1.1.1 Peer A then sends the calculated NAT-D payload across the network to peer B. When peer B receives the packet, it sees the source address as 10.1.1.1. Peer B performs the same calculation, hash 10.1.1.1.500. The calculated hash matches the received hash. Because both values are identical, peer B concludes no NAT detected. Now let's look at the scenario where a NAT device is present. Peer A has address 192.168.1.10 and calculates hash 192.168.1.10 500. The NAT device then changes the source address to 100.1.1.1. When peer B receives the packet, it sees the source IP address as 100.1.1.1. Peer B calculates hash of 100.1.1.1 plus port 500 and compares it with the received NAT-D value. The two hashes are different. Hash 192.168.1.10 500 does not equal hash 100.1.1.1 500. Since the values do not match, peer B knows that the address was modified somewhere along the path. Therefore, NAT detected. At this point, both VPN peers know whether a NAT device exists between them. A very important thing to remember is that NAT detection only answers one question. Did a NAT device modify the source or destination address? It does not fix the problem. It does not establish the VPN through NAT. It does not encapsulate IPSec packets. Its only job is to detect whether NAT exists. In IKEv1, NAT-D payloads are exchanged during phase 1 after the peers exchange identities. In IKEv2, NAT detection occurs during the IKE_SA_INIT exchange. So whenever you hear the term NAT detection or NAT-D, remember this simple definition. NAT detection is an IKE mechanism that compares hash values generated from IP addresses and UDP ports to determine whether a NAT device has modified packet addressing between two IPSec peers. In the next video, we'll see what happens after NAT is detected and how IPSec can successfully operate through NAT devices using NAT Traversal. Thanks for watching this video. You can reach us through Instagram and Telegram for network interview guidance and mock interview scheduling. See you in the next video. Happy learning!